Welcome to Grown Folk, the talk show for senior women and those we love and want to take care of. Unless you want to call yourself active ager. Or
we've decided, didn't we pick out the word Zoomers?
Well,
Zoomers.
you know, I borrowed that from someone on the internet, so we really can't claim it.
Well, we can give them credit for inventing it, but we can still call ourselves that.
Will they let us?
I don't know, because I think his intent, from what I read, was a combination of baby boomers and people slightly older.
Well, that's us.
Who were active.
Right.
So it fit us, but I really can't claim it. I just saw it on the internet.
Well, we'll give him credit for it. We'll still be Zoomers.
We could.
Yeah, that's a good
If he
word.
lives around here, we can have him on the show, ask him to come and explain what Zoomer exactly means.
I like that idea.
I do, and I really like the name. I really like the name.
I do too. You know, there are a lot of people we want to invite on our show. We're working on bringing in senior idols to come in and sing for us, are we not?
Oh,
Yes,
that will
we
be
are.
so much
And
fun.
the Senior Follies,
Yes. Yes.
which is going to be exciting, and
Yes.
some fashion shows, both apparel and jewelry.
And Summer, did you know that there's a Zumba class specifically made for us Zoomers?
Get out.
Zumba. It's called Zumba Gold.
Is it not as hectic as the regular Zumba?
Well, I'm going to let the expert explain, but it's going to be fun also.
Will they teach us how to do this?
Well, the cha-cha-cha,
salsa and all that
the
stuff.
mambo.
Well, today, folks, we are paying a little tribute that we feel is our place to do, because it's around Mother's Day that we're taping this show. So I won't tell you what we're going to do yet, but we're going to pay a little tribute today. And we have our own garden variety, very own celebrity that we're going to bring on the show today. We're excited about that.
We are
won't tell you all about that yet.
Very excited. Yes.
I'm excited. I don't even know about it.
Okay.
So we have a lot to talk about,
Yes,
don't we,
do.
ladies?
Yes, we do.
You know, I did want to bring up one little hot topic because it really surprised me. I was watching the Nate Berkus show the other day,
love that show.
and he was actually doing a makeover for a couple that were moving into their children's garage.
Oh my goodness. Wait.
Yes.
Was it air conditioned?
Parents were moving into their children's
Right,
garage?
their adult
That is a twist.
children. And so it just struck me that that's usually not the way it happens. And I did a little research, and according to USA Today, parents under 65 have increased going back to live with their children. It's increased up to 75%.
Oh my goodness. That's not good, I don't think.
75%. No.
That's a lot.
And one of the professionals that were discussing this topic said that it's primarily due because of the high cost of living, obviously, and the nation's struggling economy.
Wow.
But I thought, isn't that a reversal of fortunes in a way?
You know,
that
I've often joked to my children that before too long, we're going to move in with them. I didn't know that was going to be a distinct possibility, but they've all said,
Okay.
we'll make room.
Oh, that's sweet.
Really?
Wow.
That's very sweet.
I've lived with my children, and I don't care how old I get, I will never do it again.
I kind of knew that was
Do what you gotta do, Linda.
Happen again.
Linda, don't your grandchildren live with you now?
I have a granddaughter that lives with me. She's 9 years old, and hopefully that's going to be over soon as well. I would really like my life back. It is just so hard, you know, being a mom, being a grandmother, being the grandfather. It's a tremendous burden.
It's a big
And
responsibility.
Yes,
also.
and I had to get up and get her off to school, take her to school this morning, and I'm really ready to concentrate on Linda.
Yeah, but the whole thing is the role reversal as far as the parent, child. When we're being brought up, we're the children first. and then we have parents that take care of us. But as they get elderly, then there's a role reversal. And
Well,
then
I think
I went through that with my parents.
Right, but you know, we're used to taking care of our parents when they become ill or sick. This is a new phenomenon. These are parents that are actually moving in with their children
because of
bankruptcy
or loss of job.
Right.
It could be beneficial to all of them, though, because you know the seniors, if nothing else, they have Social Security coming in, so it could be financially better off for all of them.
And it could be advantageous also for the family unit, which is so different now. Family units are not the same way as when we were growing up in the 60s, 70s, which
50s.
Oh, that's not
And
me.
Linda is a prime example of a person who we call a person in the sandwich generation, because many of us at our age are raising our grandchildren. Our children have moved back home, and we're trying to help our parents, as we discussed in our first show. Sometimes our parents won't accept our help, but we're trying to help them. So we're stuck in the middle with all this going on.
And then we have the what about me syndrome, just exactly what Linda said. When is it going to be our time to live? Like when we're, you know, somewhere else?
Exactly.
Like in a nursing home, maybe?
So we have all that and a lot more to talk about, but today we have special guests for you. So we'll take a moment. Please don't touch that dial. I love saying that. We'll be right back.
Is the best in life passing you by because you still don't have a big screen high-definition TV? How would you like a brand new extra-large state-of-the-art 50-inch plasma TV? Imagine watching your favorite shows and movies with spectacular high-definition quality picture and sound right in your own home. Tronix Country will make it happen for you. No matter what your credit history, with Tronix Country, you are approved. If you have an active checking account and can afford flexible low payments, we'll send you a brand new 50-inch high-definition TV. Guaranteed.
I never realized how much I was missing out by not having a high-definition TV. The quality of the picture is amazing.
It gets even better. With your paid order, Tronix Country will send you a free wireless laptop computer with software upgrade featuring 26 programs. Call now to receive your 50-inch plasma TV and laptop computer with software upgrade. No matter what your credit history, you are approved. Get the electronics you deserve.
Call Tronix Country today at 800-792-8014. That's 800-792-8014.
Welcome back to Grown Folk. We're very glad that you've tuned in to our show. We recently celebrated Mother's Day, and for everyone on our panel, I believe we've discussed that our mothers have all passed on. But we thought we would like to take a moment today to pay tribute to the mothers and to just share a little of our feelings about the mothers that we had and how much we miss them. Summer, would you like to start us off with this?
I volunteered to volunteer.
We're all about volunteering on this show.
Exactly. You know, my mom was just, you know, when she passed, I thought the world was supposed to just stop for 2 or 3 minutes and pay tribute. I was shocked that the taxi cabs were still running and people were still honking horns and birds were still flying around and singing. And my mom had passed. What's going on here? I couldn't believe it. My mom was one of those women that would take, now this is back in the 60s, $43 and a credit card that probably had $2,000 or $3,000 on it, and go all the way around the world.
Wow.
Ooh.
She went to the Taj Mahal, she went to France, she went somewhere in the Caribbean, she went everywhere, and she brought back little interesting things, primarily some jewelry and some other things she brought back. And I was so curious about my mom. I wanted to go through her things, you know? I wanted to go in that top drawer in her bureau and just see what was in there. I wanted to see all her jewelry. My mother never allowed me to do that. Oh, and I always thought she had something precious in that top drawer, something mysterious that she had brought back from the Taj Mahal or something. And when she passed, I thought, oh, I get to go in the top drawer.
No. And what did you find,
I
Summer?
went in Mom's top drawer and I found this.
Oh,
how beautiful.
That is beautiful.
I think she brought it back from India.
Wow.
It is costume jewelry, but it's unusual.
Yes, it is.
I just adore it. I love wearing it. People always say, where did that come from? I don't really know. But I love wearing it, and I think this is the reason why I love jewelry now. I love pretty, sparkly, colorful things, and I have lots of it. I love picking and choosing what I'm going to wear. That's the fun legacy that my mom left me, besides making me tough and resilient and resourceful. She left me the little taste of wine in her jewelry choices. So that's my mom.
Well, you said you didn't know where it came from, but it came from the top drawer.
May I go next? Because my mom was just a different type of person. She was a selfless, beautiful individual that put everything into her children, and just, if there wasn't enough food to eat, she would just feed her children before she fed me. And she always believed me before her. She always believed that, she made me believe that I could be anything. And look, I'm on television now. So wow, that's what she's done. I have a picture of her.
Just showed it.
That's my mom's picture and I. And it's like, I was 37 years old and we were doing a fashion style show, and I was so nervous getting up there, and we were styling away. And, you know, with my big hair, and now I'm getting closer to her age now, and she just really made me always believe that the sky was the limit, and that I just have to, I miss her desperately.
Well, I know my mom was an amazing woman. We were an Air Force family. My dad was an Air Force officer, and when World War II started, he went off to fight the war. My mother had 4 children in 5.5 years in 4 different states. And how she managed to do that, because there was 2 or 3 in diapers the whole time. And I have always wondered how she managed to keep us all together. She was the most warming, happy person I can remember, because she had a little saying, oh, I ran into somebody today who didn't have a smile, so I gave them one of mine.
Oh, that's very
That
sweet.
was my mother. My mother was like that her whole life, and she literally held the family together, because Dad was off being a military officer. Wow. And when he was home, it was wonderful, and when he was gone, we missed him, but Mom was always there keeping us together. And we lost her suddenly and unexpectedly at a young age, and it was the most devastating thing that had happened to me. I mean, it took me a long time.
I don't think you ever get over a mother's death.
I think you're right.
You're right.
It's a hole in your heart.
Yeah.
You're right.
But I love her dearly, and she knows that. She's up there smiling at today, because I also picked up a little my hamminess from her. So.
Well, my mother got married when she was 16, and she began to have children at a time when she should have been in school and enjoying life. And she took the bull by the horns, and she gave birth to 4 beautiful children. I was the only girl, and my mother and I became best friends. She was a sister to me, and she was just everything to me. And upon her death, it was the most painful thing I had ever experienced in my life. And I would get up in the morning and I could not function. And then a week passed, and my daughter and her 2 kids moved in, and it was like that was over.
Your grieving was over, right?
My grieving was over, and right to this day, I think of happiness and joy with my mom. But what I want to share with you guys is, when she died, a hidden talent was birthed in me. Wow. I began to write, and I wrote a beautiful book of poems, which one day I will publish. They are copyrighted. And she just brought something to my life in her death, as she does every day that I'm alive. She's always with me, and I just wish that everyone would feel like death is really a present because people never leave you, and they're always with you. And just think happiness and don't grieve.
Yeah, that's so true, because they never, as long as you continue to remember, they're alive.
Right.
And my mother, she was a beautiful, complicated, headstrong,
Wow.
stubborn
Glorious.
woman that at times we really butted
I
heads.
can relate
too.
to that.
We
Amen.
really butted heads. And there was actually, to be totally honest, a period of time when we didn't quite get along, because she wanted to sort of dictate exactly how I should, you know, she had everything mapped out for me, and I had a different map.
My mother said, wait till you have a daughter.
Did you stand
you have a
up to your
daughter.
map?
Right, exactly. It comes back to you. It comes back to you.
But I thank her, because part of who I am, not almost all of who I am, and is because of her, because she's the reason why we butted heads is because I was a lot like her. You know, I also was sort of stubborn and complicated and wanted to do things my way, and so that actually
It's a benefit
taught
to you
me
later.
to be strong and to stand up for what I want, and to go forth in life in the direction that fits me. That's, you know, my dream and my goals.
I would say that we've all been blessed with some beautiful and wonderful mothers, and I've enjoyed this little segment, but we need to take a little break here. So stay tuned, we'll be back in just a moment.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years, but here's the thing. He's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can watch it for free right now.
Go to 55newamerica.com. Again, that's 55newamerica.com.
Welcome back. It's so nice to have you. And today we're going to tell you about one of our missions, and it's to inspire, enrich, and motivate all ages. And we have to introduce you to you today our Grown Folk Person of the Week, where we have select everyday people doing exceptional things. And Barbara Tomasino is our Grown Folk of the Week, and she is the proud mother, grandmother, volunteer, and diva. Now, not diva you're thinking, not the diva you're thinking. Barbara, welcome.
Thank you for having
me. It is a pleasure to have you, and please explain, what is DIVA?
Okay, DIVA is an organization. They're called Diva WOW organization, that stands for Women Outdoors Worldwide. And what they do, they introduce women of all ages to outdoor activities. And their slogan is, especially for the shooters, I shoot handguns, is if we can't shoot it, we'll buy it. And so they shoot guns fully accessorized from head to toe, and they have pink guns. I don't have a pink gun. But pink, I do have some pink camouflage. and bling. We wear lots of bling while we shoot.
Pink camouflage. I need to have that.
I don't mean it that way.
Careful, she'll take out her gun.
Yeah, really. No, I do have my concealed carry handgun license.
You have to take it to the range because my husband just gave me one, and I am definitely
let me tell you how I got
afraid of it.
started. I was petrified of guns, and my husband has a gun safe in our bedroom. How romantic is that, right? It's like, how do you decorate a gun safe? So I put fresh flowers on the top of it. And so he said, I'm going to sign us up for a concealed handgun carry license. And I'm like, ugh. And before I knew it, it mushroomed, got out of control. I'm sitting in class, right? Classroom instruction. Then I had to qualify on the gun range. And I'm very proud at 55 years old that this was a while ago, that I got my concealed carry handgun license.
Last week, right?
Yeah, last week. And I'm proud of it. And I love it now. I love it. It's so much fun to shoot. I've gotten into archery now, which is huge because of the Hunger Games.
Yes.
That is a big deal now with all ages, I think. A lot of young people, but
So do you
older
feel
folks
empowered having,
I do.
having a gun?
I do. When I went to the
scared
class,
of you right now.
I know. Look out! And he watches out for me too now, my husband. But yeah, it's interesting how the different reasons that people were there for their license. You know, some had been robbed, and different things like that. Thank goodness nothing like that had happened to me. But I do feel empowered.
It's amazing, and your organization is 20 million women strong.
Exactly. It's headquartered in Dallas, as a matter of fact. The founder is a gal from Texas. And yeah, it's a great organization. They offer many clinics and everything from shotgun lessons, handgun, archery, outdoor cooking, so you can kill the animal, gut it, and I haven't done that. But they do equestrian activities and also social. It's a social organization, so it offers everything.
And the training for so many women, are you all trained the same way to become a part of the organization? I mean, is there a
no, not
training
really.
process?
There's training all over the state of Texas, all over the world. I mean, you have to find a local, maybe a gun range or a gun club. And there are quite a few in Dallas. So.
Now, I understand from the producers on staff here, which are namely me,
You're it.
that you have a connection with Ryan Seacrest?
Oh, I do. I was his elementary school librarian in Dunwoody, Georgia. And I'm in touch with his mom, Connie.
Oh, can we
Seacrest.
touch you? Can we touch you?
Well, I actually got to see him. It was kind of fun. I followed his career, from when he was in 7th grade when I was his librarian. And he actually came to American Idol for one of the auditions. I don't know, they've been on so long now, one of the sessions early on.
Yeah, I think this is season 11.
And my husband and I, we went downtown, and I sent a note up with the producer, and I said, your mother told me that I hope you get in to see him because I never get to see him. Oh. So he got the note, and they came. The security, the security was tight. They came downstairs and said, "You can go up now." So we went upstairs, and my heart was pounding a little bit. I had, a former student. I said, "Ryan, you're much taller and much richer now." He looked great.
You feel so great though that you help accomplish somebody like that.
Yeah, it does make me feel good.
You
and to follow him now, I mean, he's been so successful.
Oh, incredibly,
all his,
incredibly successful.
TV shows.
So you didn't bring your handguns along with you?
No, I don't.
And also the volunteer work, the volunteer work
Mm-hmm.
that you do, Barbara.
Yes,
I mean, what do you do when you go into these hospitals?
Okay.
Do you see everyone?
I
from young to
volunteered at
old?
Children's Hospital in Dallas.
Okay, so it's children.
And everybody said, "Isn't that depressing?" It really isn't. It's fun to go down there. I love children. I was an elementary school librarian for 21 years, so it's fun to see all the kids. I deliver balloons to the room and mail, and I help the visitors. I guide them to where they need to go. And one 4-hour segment, I think I walked 10,000 steps.
Wow.
So it makes you active too, And also I've made friends down there, which is, my mother-in-law used to say, all my friends are getting older, they're dying, so I have to make younger friends. So I'm doing that, I'm making younger friends.
That's great.
So it works out well, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're a stepmom of 3. You have a blended family.
I do, and
That's
been interesting.
magical.
I wanted to jump back. I forgot to tell you about the hospital, what inspired me to start working there.
Oh,
Okay.
We had our first grandson was born with a congenital heart defect.
Oh,
And so I spent a lot of time, poor little Wyatt was in the hospital from August he was born till December. He made it home for Christmas. And so I thought, wow, that's, you know, all the doctors and nurses, I was really inspired. So I said, oh, I have to go down and help out. And he's doing fine now. He's 2
Well, I
years
think
old.
a lot of times
great.
people don't want to get their feet wet in hospitals. Some just don't like the smell. If you're not really involved.
Well, I didn't like all the shots I had to get for training. They told me that. I almost bowed out at, you know, a bunch of shots. And
Barbara, we're so glad that we selected you as our first grown folk person of the week
well,
ever.
thank you. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Wonderful person to start off with.
Well, thank you
And
so
with
much.
that, thank you very much, Barbara. We'll be right back.
Are you looking to save money? Who isn't? How would you like to get a $40 Visa gift card just for trying our fantastic savings club? Joining Great Fun will give you incredible savings on electronics, as seen on TV items, appliances, home furnishings, and more. And you don't have to sacrifice the brand you love to enjoy great savings. Choose from popular brands like Sony, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Fisher-Price, Dyson, and Panasonic. Plus, you're guaranteed to get the best deal you can find because Great Fun will pay you double the difference if you find a lower advertised price. Call Great Fun now to get your first month's membership for just $1 and receive a $40 Visa gift card and take advantage of saving as much as $1,200 on grocery items throughout the year. And don't forget, you can keep the $40 Visa gift card as our gift just for trying Great Fun for the first month for only $1. Your life, your choice, and great savings at every turn. Call Great Fun now.
Welcome back to Grown Folk. Well, we hope that we have given you some wonderful ideas for volunteerism, because as I said before, many people have written to us and asked us, what can you do when you're 55, 60, 65, 70, 75 and older, when you have free time and you're active and you want to get out and help your community? Or you want to get out and do something physical, like learn to shoot a gun.
I'm going to do that.
Wasn't Barbara
Or
fun?
She was such fun at
Amazing. It's amazing all that she does. And she's beautiful. She's a knockout.
She's a firecracker for our age.
She is a
Waist
knockout.
tiny. Well, we want to give a shout out to Carolyn Wickwire, who's a glorious actress here in Dallas, and to Teresa Francis in Indianapolis, both of whom have contributed to the production fund of our show.
Thank you. Thank
you too can come on our show and be a person of the week, a grown folk person of the week. Go to our website, grownfolk.info. There's a form there. Fill it out, write to us, let us know what you'd like us to talk about in the future. We have a whole host of shows planned for you. Let us know about your life, and we'll look through all of those submissions, we'll compare them, and we'll pick the most interesting one and invite you on to the show so you can share your life with us and the world. Right, ladies?
Absolutely.
Right
Thank you so
on.
much for joining us. We'll see you again next week. Check our website, grownfolk.info, and write to us. Bye-bye.
Bye.